Hello, this is Patrick. Welcome to Chart Built Wealth, profitable investing with technical analysis. Well, I wanted to come out with a new buy recommendation. It's not totally new, but it is one that you're familiar with. It's been real profitable, and I think the setup is right to give it a try. Again, with the overall market, bearish, intermediate, and long term, neutral, short term. Um, Seasonality very strong starting last week. And so we could see a pop for the next few weeks. And I want to, that's just my overall opinion on the market. So with that, if I see something with a really good setup, I will go with it. If I see a total downtrend collapse, of course, I'm not going to make any recommendations. And you can tell by the fact that I only have three buy recommendations and they're all commodity related that I'm not extremely bullish on the equity market. But this is one that we've been in. This is the cannabis ETF, symbol M is in Mary, J is in Jasmine. This is um, one ETF that I use. I also buy MSOS, but this is the one that we've been on. They pretty much track each other. And so this is the long-term chart of MJ, the cannabis ETF, and we had our five-wave decline into the low that I talked about way back in early 2025. And I expected at the least an ABC rally that would bring us up to the 45 to 50 level. It could be more, but that was my minimum expectation at that time. And we had into this low here, we had a nice positive divergence on our relative strength index saying when it hit this lower low, there was less selling. The weak hands had been shaken out and that the smart money was starting to buy. So we started our upward ascent. I said, at the least we'll have an ABC corrective rally. The Elliott wave theory that trends or cycles goes in waves of five and the counter trends go in waves of three, A, B, C. So now we have a C wave intact. But when I look at this on a short-term basis, it looks, um, ABC is intact. That could be all we have. But besides the Elliott wave theory, we look at other things. And so this was the chart back on October 10th when I went neutral on cannabis. And I referenced the fact that we had a confluence of moving averages coming together below the price, and that was a bullish rainbow convergence. And so prices could do one of two things at that point. It could sit here, a type one convergence until the moving averages move up, or type two, which is we're seeing a lot of those across the board where prices come back to that convergence. And if it's able to hold, then it promises a new higher high. So these all had come together, and I thought, you know what, this is a perfect place to go neutral, and we'll see what happens. So now I'm going to show you an updated chart of this, and you can see we've come right down to the type 2 rainbow convergence. And so if it can hold here, it suggests a new higher high, which would be above 43, maybe up here, 45 to 50 or something like that. But it's got to hold here. It can't break. If it breaks this, then it's going to accelerate down. The other thing we saw here on the higher highs was we had a negative divergence that told me, you know what, why am I in this? Let's get out. Let's see how this happens. So we had almost a bullish hammer here on MSOS. We do have a bullish hammer. This is a not a great one, but you can see the volume bars have not been big, meaning that there's not a lot of massive selling. I think people are kind of out of this. And so we want to wade our toe back in. So we're at 30, let's call it. And, we want at least 43 out of this to get a new high as the bullish type 2 rainbow convergence promises. If it holds here, And so that would be, what would that be? That would be 13 points higher. 8, 6, 9, 12, about 40% potential upside. So I like that. Risk is about 10, upside's about 40. So that's where we're at. I'm going to take a look at the daily here just to show you the fact that we're overbought. Here's where we went neutral. So we went neutral on August 10th at 37, and now we're down here around 30. So about a little 22% lower, and we're back on our 250-day moving average. I use that as opposed to the 50, and it's an exponential moving average, which moves a little bit faster, which I tend to see prices gravitate towards that. So when prices are way up here, it's way overbought. See how far it is away from the mean? The 250-day moving average is your mean. And when prices are stretched as far, eventually they're going to come back there. So up here, we were way away from our 250-day moving average, and now we're on it. So all that tells me, you know what? This is a place to get involved. And so thank you for watching Chart Built Wealth, Profitable Investing with Technical Analysis. Please like and subscribe. Tell your friends, neighbors, and family. Hope you have a great week. I'm going to be traveling, but if something urgent comes along, I will let you know. Have a great night. Adios.